Good morning, everyone. If you're not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. For those of you that are, this is for you. I have a project share. I have been working on something for a while now. Have been wanting to create something with bees, and I've been trying to accumulate some things, and I have accumulated a few things, but not very much because there isn't very much out there with bees. But I wanted to create a little train case or a makeup case, but use it for embellishments. And um, and I wanted to turn it into an SVG file. Now, I haven't done that quite yet because I wanted to make my demo first, my sample, to make sure that I could pull it off. And I created it, but this is a little big, so the SVG file will have to be smaller. And there's reasons for that, but it would just be take too long to explain. Anyway, this is the little makeup slash embellishment case that I created, and it is a bee themed. Now, I used a combination of two papers. One of them was bee themed, and the other one was, I think it was called blue, shabby blue or something like that. And and that's what I created. That's the paper that I use for that, and they are digital files on Etsy. I will list the link in the description box. And I absolutely love her paper. And even though it was two different designs, they work really well together. So this is the little train case that I created. Look at how beautiful it is. I hope that I'm in frame. Look at how pretty it came out. And like I said, it's a combination of both papers because the colors were so similar that they work very well together. Um, I did add the corners to my train case. The only thing is that this is kind of semi-curved. So these don't sit flush the way they're supposed to. They kind of stick out a little bit on right here. They still work well because I did want it to make it look like some type of luggage. And I added a trim here that I think I picked it up at Hobby Lobby. It looks like a Hobby Lobby trim. Um, and it's kind of like a faux leather, and it's got like a bead trim on either side. And that's what I use for the straps here. And I did glue it on with that with the silicone glue, the liquid one. And it seems to be staying on pretty well, so it's working well for me. Um, this die right here, I don't think it's available anymore. It's actually a luggage tag die that I bought when I first started paper crafting, so it's been a while. And I tried looking for it so I could put the link in, and I didn't find it, guys. But this is what it makes, and like I said, it makes 3 different ones. So I turned this into a shaker, so you can see that I got the different shades of blue in there. And then I also have some little gold micro beads in here. And then I embossed the word beautiful friend. But when you emboss on acetate, I'm not very steady with my hands, and I could feel that it slid a little bit, and the words are kind of running into each other, but you can tell what it says. And I didn't want to redo it because chances are I would do the same thing again. So anyway, that's what I used to create the tag, and it does have the little belt strap as well in that die set. Let me grab it really quick, and I'm going to share it, and maybe you guys can find it because you might want that. What did I do with it? Thought I wasn't going to be able to find it for you guys. I'm going to take it out of the package. You can't hardly tell because it is, see, there's the belt part, And I actually cut two and put them together because I wanted it long enough. And then here are the three different luggage tags, and it has the buckles that go to it. And this is the company that makes them. And I bought this, like I said, a long time ago, so I'm not even sure if it's available anymore. It's by X-Cut. And it doesn't say. It's by Duke Crafts. Let me put this back in here before I lose it. Anyway, that's what I used to make the luggage tag on here. And then I added a little ball chain and a little bead charm that I had, and a little heart and a key. And I didn't have any gold keys, but what I did to this, I just used the gold pen, paint pen, this one by Color, and that's what I used to paint the gold accents on here. And then I created, and I wanted it, see how I wanted it to hang down like this. And with only one strap, it wouldn't hang down the way I wanted it to do. So I had to make two of them. And then down here, I added one of those little sticker beads. I think these are from Hobby Lobby. And then this clasp right here, I believe my friend Carolyn, she's Tea Time and Dolls here on YouTube. I believe she gifted this to me. And again, I colored it with the paint pen, and I added a blue little rondelle. I mean, I think they're called Monty's, and you sew them on beads, and they're on like a prong bead. And I bought these a while back, and I mounted one on there. And for the top, I added a flower that my friend Carolyn gifted me. She has a store where she gets these really pretty flowers, really economical. So she knows this is my favorite color in blue, shade in blue, and she sent me some of these. And this is one that I created with the Heartfelt Creations die. And then I tucked in these little sticker beads from also these right here from Hobby Lobby. I tucked a couple in here, and then I made this little hexagon honeycomb embellishment here, and I added the gold micro beads in there so it would look like the little honeycombs in the honey. So that's what I did there, and I carried the strap all the way to the back of the lid and only on the top. And in the front, the leather strap is glued only up to the bottom of the box. It's not glued onto the lid because it has to open. So this is just added security. So if someone were to pick it up by here, it wouldn't, come open or anything like that. And then here is the side. Look at how beautiful the paper is. And I didn't use all the sheets. And these hinges I just picked up on Amazon. I will link these. These are pretty, and they match exactly with the lock that's on the front that Carolyn gifted me. And there's the other side. I did finish it on the bottom. There's the bottom. And I'm going to open it up. And these little vines right here, this is also from Heartfelt Creations. Now to open it up, I have little tiny Velcro dots right here under the strap. And I did add two. I added one right here and one right here on either side. That way for added security. And when you open this up, I thought this would be a great way to house embellishments. So see how the tag still hangs down? So I like that. That's why I wanted the length in there. Now, let me put something behind this because, I like to protect the lid, and I haven't found a way to add a chain where it holds it open so as to not put any stress on the lid back here. Because if I put a chain here, then I wouldn't be able to open these trays. And these trays do open up. So in this compartment right here, I didn't really create anything. These are some of the roses that Carolyn had gifted me. And then here's some of the greenery from Heartfelt Creations that I cut and dyed. Colored and dyed and cut. You stamp them, and then you color them. You color them, then you stamp them, then you color them, and then you cut them. And whenever I have little white edges, I'll go over it and retouch that up. Now in here are a couple of the embellishments. I made this to fit perfectly in here, so I need something to pull it out. So here are two of the embellishments that I created, and I created these a while back. I made a card for a beekeeper. He wasn't feeling well, and someone wanted me to create a card to send to him, and I made this little honeycomb uh, embellishment. Here's the inside. This is another of the. This is not the paper with the bees. This is a different one, but from the same lady. And so is the lid on the inside. That's also a different one. The same as this one. But like I said, it's two different paper collections. And these do lift up, although I haven't quite figured out really well how to get these to slide in and out smoothly. But I think the problem is that the box is round in the corners and these are square, and I think that's where the problem is. So I will have to try and figure that out before I release the SVG file for that. So anyway, you just slide these out and they do open up. And then this one you would do the same thing. You would just slide it up, pull it up, and shift it out. Come on, don't fall. And there, it's still, I still have to work out that kink as far as that goes. The hardest thing for me was putting the little sticks on the side to how high up, how far out on the drawer. That was like the hardest thing for me to figure out. And I think I got it, but like I said, I still have to create a different box to go on top that is round because the case is round. That way it doesn't get caught up in the corners. And then in here, I really don't have nothing yet. I just bought some digital images of bees, and I'll share. Well, I don't have to take them out. Anyway, it was just one sheet with different little bee cards in them. So I just put them in a little package in here. This bag topper was created by my friend Carolyn. And then I had just added a little bow that I created here by Pink and Main is the company that makes that bow. So anyway, this is going to be a place where I can house embellishments. And usually what I like to do is anything that I used in my project, that's what I incorporate as far as embellishments. Not so much creating for someone, but creating just a main carrier and maybe a couple of embellishments. But I don't like to create everything because it would take me forever. So anyway, these just slide right in to place. Here is the other one. And I can see where it gets caught up right here in the corner. So I am going to have to work that kink out. But I really like the way it ended up. I hope that you guys like what I created. And again, to just close it, I just close it right there. And then put these strips right there. And they line up right there. So there it is. That is what I created. Whoops. I forgot to put these in there. I'll open it back up. I really like this. If you guys like this, I will teach you how to make those. They're very simple to make, but they're a little time consuming. They're tedious because you have to make every little hexagon individually and then glue them in place. But that's all it is. Anyway, this is what I created. I hope that you all like what I created. And as soon as the SVG file is ready and then I've tried it and tested it and made sure everything works perfectly, I will release it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day. I hope that this inspires you. Right now we have plenty of time to be at home and, do things that we've been wanting to do for a while. So this was an opportunity for me to do this. And although I'm always at home, but I know a lot of you ladies work and you don't have time. Well, now you have time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone's having a great day and God bless. Bye.